Welcome to this amazing property located in Palm Harbor, Florida. This is a project we were very, very fortunate to be part of. I was very fortunate enough to get the opportunity to design with the help of my team. And we really were able to bring a lot of stuff to life here. What you'll see is not only we have a lot of different techniques, a lot of different textures, a lot of different concepts. There was so much going on here, so much that we could bring to life. And I think we were really able to accomplish that. And most importantly, the owner was very happy and loved the way the project turned out. So let me show you some of the different things we did to really bring this property to life. One big focus of this property, as well as just the aesthetics and capturing all the natural landscaping and all that, was visibility, safety, safe passage, those sort of things. So you'll see there's a very, very long drive leading up to the house. So it really is a phenomenal look, but it gives it almost this old style Southern look, but there's just not a lot of light. It is very dark and honestly very creepy at night. And that was one of the big concerns of the owner. So we wanted to make sure that we created safe passage and also visibility so that whether it's just the pizza guy or neighbors or friends coming from out of town, that they'd be able to find the property and carry themselves up to the house safely, right? So we did a couple of different things. We had these higher powered fixtures that are really high output that can catch these canopy. And we did a combination of uplighting and downlighting. That way we could catch everything with the canopy of the oaks overhanging. And then we also installed some downlights from the oaks that you'll see as they shine down on the pavement, they create a nice pattern so it guides the eye from the entrance at the street all the way down to the house while making it look very beautiful, very old Southern. Okay, and just to give you an example of the downlighting, we had the fixture installed in the tree, probably about 25, 30 feet up, and that's gonna cast a nice light. You'll see that down on the pavement, on the driveway. You'll notice with the downlights, they're gonna have a longer shroud on them. And what that does is that protects the eye from seeing the glare. Remember, we never wanna see the fixture itself. We don't wanna see the source of light. We just wanna see what the light's illuminating. We wanna make sure we protect that glare, but still keep the property illuminated really nicely. Okay, so here we are at the front of the house, and you'll see it's very symmetrical. And so that's really cool. It gives you an opportunity to create a very balanced look, even with the way the landscaping is done with these royals. And then the Eureka's behind them. It's very symmetrical. So what we wanted to do is make sure we got all that landscaping, picked up all that nice natural color. So one thing that's important when you're looking at designing lighting is taking into account the safety and security. The biggest thing is to make sure that the attention stays on the house, that we don't have other things that are taking attention away from the property itself and that beautiful architecture. Some people have a tendency to just kind of throw a light on everything, and that's not always the best case. Sometimes less light is more. And also, too, these beautiful columns up front. And what we did there was we actually put in these recessed well drill fixtures. So they're actually drilled down into the pavers, right? So you can walk over them, drive over. It's not going to be a problem. But we're able to get ample light to graze those columns and create a nice 3D effect. Welcome to the backyard of this spectacular property. There's so many features back here, and not only the house, but in the pool deck. So I'd invite you to come and join us. I'm going to show you how we really brought this property to life. Got everything popping, made it safe, made it gorgeous, made it functional. It's very important that you have light from the top to bottom. If you don't, what happens is that third floor or whatever your unlit portion of the property is sticks out like a sore thumb and it becomes a very dark spot. So we wanted to find a way to make sure that we lit all three floors, and we're able to use these smaller LED integrated fixtures to light the columns, to get light up into the soffit of the second floor, and to get light all across the columns of the third floor. So what that does is create balance where the top of the house is tied all the way to the floor. We have everything lit. There's no dark spaces, and it's a very complete portrait. So if you're viewing this property from the water or from the edge of the pool deck, everything is in focus. It's a beautiful property. All the architectural stands out and speaks for itself. Okay, another feature we wanted to make sure we have illuminated was these steps leading from the balcony down to the pool deck. So what we did was install these LED bar lights under the lips of the steps. We're able to hide that wiring so it's behind the hardscape and you can't see it, but they'll cast a nice soft white light down so it glows as you're coming down, so those transitions are illuminated. And so not to overdo it, we did every other step instead of every step. Okay, so the original main concern of the owner when they reached out about us lighting this property was actually this pool deck. And you have a drop off of probably 3 to 4 feet to the side and no lighting. So we use these flush mount fixtures. We actually put them in silver so it matched the pavers really nicely. Those mount flush to the cement. We're able to actually run the wiring through the concrete so it's completely hidden and the wire's not going to be damaged, caught, snagged, or anything like that. Just to illustrate the significance of this drop-off as I stand here next to this ledge. So whether you have adults out and about having fun in the evening or you've got kids at play, And we want to make sure that everybody's safe and we have a good time, because obviously you could see the problems if somebody were to step off of this ledge. So safety is always a primary concern with an outdoor lighting system. You just want to make sure it doesn't cause any problems along the way. Another thing that was really important to the homeowners having this grill lit, obviously you've got this beautiful granite right here and this rock formation under here. Now, anytime we can shoot down on rocks like that, it's a technique we call grazing. And what that does is it really picks up the texture of the rock, creates a nice 3D effect, and really makes this area kind of glow. All right, so we have these beautiful concrete steps that are leading down the path going to the dock. But the other thing is, aesthetically, we just wanted to keep the same look that they have around the rest of the pool deck. So it creates a cohesive look. It matches, it's symmetrical and balanced. So we basically just installed the same fixtures, and they gave plenty of light so you can see everything coming down, and you're ready to go out to the dock to the boat. Please like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. And if you're in the Tampa Bay, Pinellas area, please feel free to reach out. If you have an area, we would love to make it beautiful for you.